Now we're going to put up the cloth, or the, what do they call it? They call it
fencing.
Yeah,
A
hardware
gate.
cloth, I think they call it.
Or a gate.
They don't call that a gate.
Whatever.
Not that this
Hi,
length, probably,
Where's Gussie? Gus!
I fixed it. Don't care what you say. Does this ever happen to you guys? You're working on a project. You have an idea as to what you want to do, but you don't really have a plan or plans. Sometimes I get ahead of myself, so I gotta take this stuff down. Take off that much. Okay, take this into the table saw and cut that nice and square. Alright. Now, here's my mark. We just need to cut this off as square as I can get it. I'll try and use this miter gauge because that's not going to be very safe. And I want that straight. How else can I cut it? I want to do it on the table saw. My rip capacity is just not there. Let me think. Alright, so got our saw fence, and we will get this set here. Tell you what, this has got to be by far one of the handiest jigs that I've made for myself. Having this jig here for this trim saw, I use this relentlessly, and it's dual purpose. I put this board, this hunk of plywood down, and I use my router to flush trim or flush cut this with the base of the router, and the other side with the base of the saw. So I've got one side is for the router, one is for my trim saw. Alright, now we can go put it up. That'll work.
Sure?
I don't know, it's a chicken coop. Who cares?
Okay.
It's just a chicken coop. You know, it'll look decent. May not be perfect, but by golly, it'll be.
Well, let's get it done then.
Let's get her done, right?
Okay.
Get this crap over with.
Word.
Word. Word to your mama. Quit acting so stupid.
Your movie?
Oh, is that not so pretty?
Oh, it is the prettiest.
Well, alright guys, now the last thing I have to do to finish up this coop is going to be to build the big door at the end that will allow you to open up the coop. That'll be where the nesting boxes are going to be. I wanted to put them inside the door or within the door at the end, only because on the sides where you typically see the nesting box, that's where I plan on having my contraption, we'll call it, to make this coop mobile. And that's going to come up in an upcoming video. Once I get this coop done, then I'm going to be working on making it mobile. These two pieces aren't really what I would call perfect, but you got to work with what you have, right? So this board kind of goes that way. This one is straight, but it does have a bit of a cup to it that way. Or maybe this has the cup and that has the bow. You say tomato, I say tomato, maybe? I don't know. Call it whatever you want to call it. I know what I mean. All right, so I just wanted to do a quick walk around of our finished chicken coop here. So here you can see we've got the ramp coming down. The ramp is supported underneath on a piece of 2x material that goes across. It acts as a landing point for that ramp. Plus it also helps with additional support in the middle of that long run. You can also see that we have our doorway to get into the unit here at this end. And that's how we can get into, right now, close up the chicken coop at night or anything else that we need to do. Moving around here to the other side. Obviously you can see our girls are inside the coop already. Loving life. They have very happy, I think, to be out of that metal bin that we got at Tractor Supply. And I think they've grown quite a bit. They've been in the coop now for a couple weeks. So here at this end I have the nesting box with a couple of latches here to allow us to come in here, reach in, grab the eggs, and close it back up. And likewise, I have this door at the end that can be opened up. We can clean the nesting boxes out here if need be. We can get to their water that I have hanging just inside for right now. We can clean the coop out. Basically we can bring a wheelbarrow or something up here, or trailer, and just sweep all this out with all the poop and stuff. So there you can see we've got the roosting bars. A couple of them right now. I do intend on adding a couple more, maybe higher up. But the girls really seem to enjoy it. When I come and check on them, they are often inside, up on those roosting bars. That's essentially the coop. So we've got plenty of ventilation. We just put the wire mesh up at the top. I better get this closed up. They're all in here curious. Of course, that didn't take long. As soon as I went to shut the door, they all scurried away. Well, all right, guys. Like I said, that wraps it up for another episode of Hangin' With Harv. I hope you found this video interesting, if not at all entertaining. And I encourage you to build your own chicken coop one day, and maybe you'll incorporate some of the things that I tried here in this coop build. Let me know what you thought of this video. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it, and leave me some comments. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, thanks for hanging with Harv.